as he stopped at the 23. On the run, it's up. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw, it's Mateer. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, they execute the end. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Hey, Steve, I don't know if you can hear me, but, bro, that shit just happened again like last year where it wouldn't let you pick a play. I know that's why you just paused it. It did the same for me.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Offense in an empty set. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Calls his own number. Turning on the Jets. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Johnson wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. defense is stable after punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere.
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Running back searching for a hole. It's a seam wide open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Hits him with a stiff arm. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play. Running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Fighting off the defender. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end round.
In just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Johnson looking to throw. Fires downfield. Got a man in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Rushes on him. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got a man. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the Wildcats are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. down. He'll try to toss it. They've got him for the sack.
Oh, my God.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback,
They knew
you
it was
got to know
tough
on
to
4th
come
down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's out. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's up. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Gibson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to escape. There he goes. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the 1st half. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the 2nd half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll open the second half on the ground. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Burks. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Mateer. That's caught. It's hot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's up. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Under fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Fights off a defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
He'll pull it down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got the quick pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two possessions.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Fires to the end zone. He's got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to punch it in. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Gives it on the option. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They
makes a grab down the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Wheeler. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Sategna. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Mateer. Quick strike complete. Oh, out of space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Robinson. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Spins away from the defense. Whoa! Touchdown Sooner! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And step number one when you want a great running back, someone who runs angry and continues to break tackle after tackle. This guy was unbelievable on that rush.
I don't know, Dave, if this defense was ready for this guy. They got to do a better job as the game goes on, getting more hats to the football, because it's obvious now it's not going to be just one guy who brings him down. They've got to get extra hats to the football to stop this rushing attack.
Bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Look out, he's got room. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Kansas stay quick to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their...
Lots of running room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give on the option. He's loose. Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David, it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Bro, what are you doing? Oh my God, that's the computer.
That play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barnes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter, you got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Wildcats! He would not be denied.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. Great job by the back on the option.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Mateer. He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead,
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. offense in a bunch formation. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Man, too little, too late. Where was this earlier in the game? They could have used that explosive play earlier when this game was close. But obviously these guys are still out here. They're still competing. They're going to keep fighting until there's zeros on the clock. But they need more plays like that earlier in games moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as